it's supposed to feel.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, put your hand to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel?
How's it supposed to feel?
How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, but I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these shit I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said.
How's it supposed to feel?
How's it supposed to feel?
All right. Woo. Little early cam preview there. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to another thrilling edition of, well, the Sunday Night Culture. And I hope you're going to enjoy this evening's show. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I'll be enjoying it anyway. We've had a really interesting day, kind of a strange week. I mean, this is a very interesting time to be alive. I'm not sure a lot of us really want to have interesting times to be alive, but hey, this is where we're at. So we got news that's so fresh, it's practically coming right out of the oven, and we've got some humor to go along with it. I mean, let's start with the tale of cryptocurrencies. That's right. They're intriguing. People get excited about them, especially when you see Bitcoin over $100,000. And let's start with that tale. They're like the wild, wild west. And instead of horses, we've got, well, the queen of memes. That's right. We're going to talk about the Hawktua Girls meme coin. Now, if you don't know who Hawktua is, I can't help you very much. I'll try to catch you up to speed. She became an internet sensation faster than you can say spit take. Well, in her case, spit anyway. But her venture into the world of cryptocurrency, well, it was more like a spit take gone wrong. She spit on the wrong thing, her fans. It was launched with the promise of turning Hawktua into Chachinga, and this coin soared to about $500 million in market cap, or maybe not quite that high, but it did pretty well, several hundred million, before, you guessed it, it absolutely crashed into the ground, harder than a lead balloon in a tornado. Now, you talk about going from Hawktua to Hawkbua, that's exactly what happened. Now, the lesson here, folks, is that when it comes to crypto, it's better to actually stick with the tried and true ones like Doge or Bitcoin or something like that, at least you'll know what you're barking at with Dogecoin. Anyway, let's next talk about something a lot of fun. We've got we got some people giving some excuses out there. We got to talk about a director who's got a ton of them. He's got more than a kid with his hand in the cookie jar. It's James Mangold, the man behind the latest Indiana Jones flick, has an interesting take on why his movie didn't do very well. Yes, it's very much you. He blames the fans. That's right. People who've been keeping Indy's hat engaged for a very long time, for decades, actually. And according to Mangold, fans just don't appreciate the art of his storytelling. Now, I've seen a lot of films in my time, but blaming the fans, I don't know. You really should take your lumps, Mangold. I think it would be better. Maybe we just don't appreciate the art of your storytelling. And again, I've seen a lot of films in my lifetime, and blaming the fans for not understanding your art, that's blaming an audience for not laughing at your bad punchlines, like I'm delivering tonight. Maybe next time he should whip out a better script instead of a whip and write for something differently. Indiana Jones ain't it. Now, let's get on to Disney's latest venture into fairy tale territory. That's right, they're doing it again, another live reboot of Snow White. We've been talking about this for a while, actually, and who's playing Snow White, you ask? Of course, the person that you think is fairest of them all, Rachel Zegler. Now, there's a twist here. Fans have been giving that trailer the cold shower. Last time I checked, it was well over 600,000 downvotes in about 32 hours. That's more thumbs down than you would get at a mime convention. I mean, maybe it's a new direction or the fact that Snow White isn't exactly white anymore. But one thing is for sure, Disney's magic mirror seems to be showing them a different reflection these days, and it doesn't seem to be profitable. Speaking of reflections, of course, we have Jaguar. And of course, Jaguar, if you're saying it the English proper way, decided to unveil their new car finally at the Miami Art Festival. And let's just say the art community wasn't kind. This car got more mockery than a mime trying to do a stand-up comedy. The commercial, that they ran, it was a disaster. It was so bad, it made their car look like a lemon even before anybody had a chance to see it. And I guess when you're a luxury brand, you expect your ads to be as smooth as your leather seats, not as bumpy as a cobblestone road. I imagine you won't see many of those out there anytime soon, but we'll see. They seem to tell us that this concept car will make it to market. And finally, we've got a new trend, and we'll actually be talking about it a little bit later. It's catching on faster than a wildfire in a dry forest. It's called Hagmaxxing. You may have heard of this before. Younger men are now dating women from 35 to 50. I mean, these are young guys, like 19 to 25-year-olds. And let me tell you, this isn't just about finding, the perfect cougar. It's about finding someone who's got life experience, knows how to cook a decent meal, and isn't afraid to laugh at, your silly little dad jokes. Now, it's refreshing, at least as far as change goes, from the usual swipe right culture, where it's really more about hookups, where the only thing that's mature is the app's algorithm itself. So to all of you young bucks out there, maybe it's time to max out your potential. Anyway, well, that's our whirlwind tour through the headlines tonight, and we'll be right back after this quick break where I might try to give you my take on what democracy means, or maybe what I thought of Jaguar's ad campaign. Now, let's talk about how to properly Haktua your way out of a bad investment. All right, stay tuned, folks. We've got more to come. We'll see you on the other side. Tox, if you were here, take it away.
money. Why are you gay? Why are you gay? Why are you gay? You are gay. Why are you gay? Why are you gay? Why are you gay? You are gay. Why are you gay? Why are you gay? Why are you gay? You are gay. Why are you gay? Why are you gay? Why are you gay? You are gay.
Hi, everybody. Oh, I bet you that was a surprise. Anyway, that was from my pal Roland and his favorite new automobile, the Jaguar. He's very excited about that car. Can't wait for him to see that. That was a good time. Hobo Gandalf making a comeback. I'm actually working on an animated GIF thingy for Rumble side. They wish they could do that over on YouTube, but they just seem to not be able to. Anyway, thanks for being here. Hope that commercial was good. Yeah, that was super duper fun. And pretty stoked. We got lots to talk about tonight, as I said before in the open, but we've got a lot of super chats I really need to get to. Say hi to everybody and thank you for them because you are the ones that keep the show going. You keep me living the life. Living the life YouTube or La Vida Loca. Looks like we've had a bit of a tragedy in our community, and we'll get to this journalist brains have a lower executive function in just a moment. Let's get to some of these things that are happening around our community. A lot of people need help, and I'm here for it. We got a bunch of reasons why I don't have a normal panel today. Hopefully, they'll be able to filter in. It looks like Evie Mux is having a login issue. I guess I'm grateful I got in here before it became a problem because then we wouldn't have a show. But Sean Carter's in here letting us know that our friend, Mr. Tony Stark, he got flooded. So his home needs work. The landlord's not doing anything. Overlord DVD, just kind of busted it out there as a GoFundMe for him. Hopefully, one of the mods can grab that and get that out there because he's a good guy. He's very funny. We've had him on the show as a panelist before, and we will again soon. Mark is in the chat with some positive vibes for a $2 super chat. Thank you for that. You guys are amazing out there. Everybody else rolling in the door. I see all the regulars. We've got a SFX F314 Sabertooth Raptor out there as well. Salute to the greatest generation on the 83rd anniversary of Pearl Harbor. Yeah, that's right. We talked about that the other day. I want to say thank you to everybody that served, even if it was not in that particular time. I doubt there'd be anybody watching me that'd be in that era. But for those of you that were alive during that era, it's great for you to be here. And for those of you that are just learning of this, it was just the other day. So there's that. Eric K's out in the house. He's be unhappy to know I still haven't gotten a thing you sent me. Very much looking forward to that. Lots of wonderful people. Nick the Greek out there. Sno Dub. It feels good to be a gangsta. It does. Cloud Sailing is out there. We got Mark Daly in the house. And many, many more. So it's great to see Argenta. What's up? We got Graham Cast, who's celebrating several months here. Looks like 6, in fact. Notice me, senpai. Notice me. Well, you betcha. And let's see, what else do we have? Argentum likes the coat. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I see Stitch in the chat and Randy Thodo. There's Stitch right there. A few more folks that came over early before Valiant had ended, which I appreciate Valiant's support. He's a great friend, a good dude, and he's very much getting noticed by the mainstream media now. So good for him. Can't wait to see him on Pierce Morgan. John, the Beagle Dad's in the house with one of the greatest pictures ever. What? Culture's got puns? Woof, I do. I do. Little Dogecoin humor for you. Mark Daly for 10 Culture Casino cash. One of the guys that I was hoping would work with my buddy Mad Mardigan today on the writing, but unfortunately, Mad had a bit of a down day, so he's over there. But I will say thank you, Mark, for this. Even at its all-time low, full faith and credit of the government still beats full faith and credit of internet. Yes, that's right. And and if you don't believe that, I have a Nigerian prince to introduce you to. Well, no, thank you for that. I've seen those scams before. We've got Walter Tomaszewski out there for a $4.99 super chat, 5 in Culture Cash. Appreciate that, Walter. Walter dropping this one, saying the studios have evolved into real estate companies. This is true. The land's worth more than anything they could build on it. That's also true. Disney has a massive amount of money tied up in real estate in a lot of different ways, not just the studios, but also their, real estate in Florida and around the world where their parks and hotels sit. They also have a lucrative empire called Disney Vacation Club, and don't get me started on how much money that pulls in each and every year. Let's see. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the little commercial there. And yeah, I'm kidding. The "We love you no matter what." Well, that wasn't about me. It was about the cat. But you didn't see me singing that. Not that there's a problem with it, but it's interesting. The cat the cat loves the rainbow. Yeah. And let's see who else is out there. Caveat Ties is in the house. Yo, we got the beautiful Deepo, Bimo Betta, and many, many more. You guys are great over there on the Green Machine. Mark Daly rolls in with another $5. My goodness, it's a lucrative day. Says, so how much Mary Kay does a woman have to sell to get one of those Jaguars? I don't know. They're going to come out at least $132,000 would be my bottom line on that car, but it's going to be much more. You got to consider how much they're claiming it has with the battery life and everything. So thank you for this, Mark. I truly appreciate it. Like I said, Mary Kay was a brand. What did you get? You got a Cadillac, right? A Coupe de Ville. I want to say that's something fancy. Oh, you knew about, what did you know about? Which part? The cat thing? I thought it was great. Yeah. Super great. Rodimus Supreme, I'm 30, and I'm certain I might have to find a younger woman, as my generation are the feminist poos. I don't know. Younger, older, something. Good luck with that. We'll get into that, I promise. Let's see. Hey, Robert's here. Bull poop. Old women want money. They hook up with affordable young men. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what happens. John Monkey, buy weird Santa. Oh, sorry, John. It was a joke. Hopefully you're good with it. Yeah, it was the Kiffness. That's right. RC's in the house. Hey, everybody. Yeah. The artist, I believe, is the Kiffness, and the guy dancing there was Hobo Gandalf. So there's that. Yeah. Yep. Is this indoctrination? Not at all. I hope you enjoyed it. Everybody thought it was good. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. A GIF then. Okay, Rodimus Supreme, a GIF. Anyway. Mark Daly for $5 more says, the Snow White trailer. I haven't seen a ratio that bad since 4th grade math. Oh my. Yeah. It's not doing good. It's a big old ratio. Thank you. Mark, you got to write these jokes, dude. Got to get with you. I say GIF and GIF, both. It's fine. What's up, people? Says the beautiful Deeple. Who else out there? Scribe Lights here. Have a great show. Thank you, Scribe. I appreciate your support, my friend. It was a good time. Yeah, I do not know what's going on with EV Mux. I could be here all by myself today, guys, and it'll be a short show that way. Got a lot of discussion points without any discussion. We got Ann Shoemake in the house. Good to see you, Ann. Let's see who else we got. Andy's out there. What's up, Andy? Got Valiant Renegade sending me a message. I wonder what that is. We got everybody telling me they just can't plain log in, or at least that's what Graham's saying. This is really weird. Yeah, I don't see talks either. We got the VR raid. Okay, that's what it was. Thanks, VR. I appreciate you, brother. Hope you're doing well. A little jealous of your chicken. Rogue Thinker in the house. Good to see you, Rogue Thinker, and of course, Superior Nav. All right, we've done the roll call. I'm trying to see if I could get some people to be able to log in. Our friend Mark Daly says another 5 Culture Casino cash. Good gravy. Thank you, my friend. Just to say the following, which I appreciate. Um, 60 years later, Hiroshima and Nagasaki are lovely cities, and Detroit looks devastated, proving political ideologies, especially on the left side, do more damage than nukes. That's absolutely 100% true. We got a lot going on. Let me tell you, we got a lot going on. We got somebody in the back though. That's good news for me. Yay for me. We've got Carrie in a row. Hi from the UK. Hello from the UK. Good to see you from the USA. Netflix foreign. We got caveat ties with a dollar dollar make me holla. That's right. Just saved down my beard. It was nearly as long as yours. Just getting a bit tired of it. Yeah. Did I make a mistake? I don't know. Beards are fine. They grow back. That's the wonderful thing about facial hair. Mine will be disappearing after Christmas. Well, not disappearing. It'll be much shorter. Got some Santa stuff to do. Yeah, Lasher's in the house. I see our gent. Look at all these people hanging out. I love it. You guys are amazing. Y'all are amazing. And on that note, we are going to get to it. So I've got Lasher still up there on the screen, but yeah, clear cookies and cash to my panelists. Okay, all right, that's good advice. We've got this thing I want to talk about. It's the first story up. It wasn't going to be, but it is now. I talked a little bit about it if you followed me over on the stream for our friend uh, uh, Adam over on Vets Talking. That was a good stream last night. But I wanted everybody to see this particular story. So I'm going to bring in the panel and welcome at least one person to the stream. This is the whole panel here tonight, right now.
The panel.
It's
Yeah.
the panel. It's you. It's
I
Brahma.
couldn't sit there and watch you suffer by yourself, so I figured
Yeah,
I would see if my login worked.
it did, and you look very dapper tonight. So thank you for that. Let's take a look at the story. I think you'll find it. I think you'll find it interesting. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm gonna have to move it to a different window. Apparently, gosh dang,
Too
nothing's
much booze
going.
and coffee sounds like an attack on me.
No. I'm you know I like coffee and I like tea and I like the Java Jai and it likes me. Um, okay, well, let's see if we can. There it is. All right, we got it. Let's do it. All right. So apparently, journalists' brains operate at below average due to excessive booze and caffeine. There's probably other reasons as well. This is a study done back in 2017. This is a completely different version of it than I have seen. The ones I've seen prior to this draw different conclusions. So this was cleaned up for somebody. This originally was published on the Business Insider, which is why we're not showing it. But yeah, so journalists' brains function at subpar level because they consume too much alcohol, caffeine, and sugar, but their love of their work helps them fight through. At least according to Tara Swart, who is the neuroscience scientist that did the study. This was in partnership with London Press Club, and they tried to figure out how journalists survive and thrive amid the stress of deadline pressure, etc. 31 journalists were asked to carry. It's not the biggest sample, but it's okay. To carry out a series of tests to answer a questionnaire. The study concluded that the participants' brains were lacking in the executive functioning department. That's the part I wanted to get to because I wanted to ask you, Brahma, what do you
Yeah.
think's wrong with journalists these days?
Well, most of them went to school for something that they don't actually use their degree for. They don't know how to actually investigate. We don't have many investigative journalists anymore. So really, they're just spouting stuff, repeating stuff that they've heard somewhere else, or citing anonymous sources. They're not using their brains to have to do the job anymore.
Hmm. Interesting.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming they're talking about journalists being like those who write articles for this.
Yeah, I think
since they're talking
so.
about deadlines and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, this encompasses all the high-level cognitive functions such as emotional control. You ever see a journalist with emotional control? I mean, there are some. They don't seem to be on Twitter or at Kotaku or at.
Screw it, we'll do it live.
Yeah, that's right. They have trouble with complex problem solving, multitasking, and the ability to suppress biases. Well, that explains the last
That
12
sounds like
years of my
journalists.
life. Yeah.
It's
And if
it's
you're
us. It's us to a small degree too.
yeah, and you might be a little bit low to the audience, by the way.
Yeah, I'm trying to check and see if Windows decided to screw with me again.
Yeah, they're doing a great job with that.
No,
Yeah,
it's showing as
all right.
coming in full. I'll
right,
just
well,
get closer to the mic.
I cranked you up a little bit on my side. So,
Okay.
yeah, we got it's a really interesting conversation to be sure. You know, the deficiencies that they have in their executive function is because of dehydration, self medication, and fueling their brains with caffeine and high sugar foods.
Yeah, I don't have that problem.
Yeah. Over 40% of the participants drank 18 or more units of alcohol per week. I bet you it's a lot more. The recommended weekly consumption is 14 units. That's about 1.5 bottles of low alcohol wine or 4.5 pints of beer. And of course, those
4.5
measurements.
per week.
4.5
beer?
pints. Yeah, they're using English measurements here, according to the UK guidelines, anyway. So it's likely that levels of caffeine and alcohol and the lack of water consumed contributed to low scores, and I believe that's largely true. Of course, it wasn't all grim. They're saying that they're really good at analyzing patterns. Okay. I just thought that would be a particularly amusing story to cover. And I felt like it was a good thing to start with. What do you think, Brahma?
I think it's about right.
Yeah. Seems to be a problem for journalists.
And it seems
and-
like they're still saying that my audio is very low. Do you have any ability to bump it up even more or not?
Yeah, I can move you up a little more. Yeah, you're cranked up pretty good now. Potted you up about 5 decibels.
All right, I'm taking the output gain up a little bit too.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
So anyway, I just think that's really weird, but it is what it is. If caffeine caused brain damage, I'd be a vegetable. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Hey, Marks, what's up? Way more volume. Yeah, I turned him up near the max.
Yeah, let us know now that he's changed it.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're good.
Yeah, and I'm telling you right now, we've got several stories. I'm really stoked. This was going to be a very fun night because of the stories we got. Let's get to more.
Unfortunately, I wasn't actually planning on being here tonight, so I haven't done the homework.
You're fine.
I
I
just saw
appreciate
that
you.
you didn't have anybody able to log in. So.
Yeah, I appreciate you being here. So everybody says Brahma's just fine. So there you go.
My mic is this far away.
Hey, Yusuf is here. Yusuf Productions. Good to see you. Yeah, we got Woody M out there. For those of you who joined from Valiant stream, it's a little more. Usually, it's a little more smooth. Tonight we had some issues, but it's fine. It'll be fine. Let's see. I think we got another chat. I want to not miss. Always want to catch them all. Let's see. I got caveat ties before, so we're all caught up. All right, fair enough. Yeah. So, any other thoughts on brain usage? No. Yes. Chat's not really surprised. Keith Howard.
Yeah, since hey, Tox is back there.
Yeah.
Since I've started YouTube, I drink a little bit more than the 14 units that's been told to be the weekly recommendation. But yeah, I could see how it could muddy your mind a little bit. Staying up way too late, having too much alcohol, drinking too much coffee to power through it. It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, and wow, 11 Alpha says scientific journalism is among the worst categories in that field. Really? I'll have to check it out. It's wild. Yeah. I'd still love that comment. All right. Terry Rose is in the house. You got Godzillionaire. I thought pattern recognition was racist. Yeah. probably. Everything seems to be these days.
It is.
Yeah. We got if someone is smaller channel and invites you to a show that doesn't conflict with your schedule, do you usually attend? You seem cool like that. Yeah, I'm often on lots of channels with that are. I'm not really a big channel. I know a lot of people think I'm huge, but I'm not. But yeah, I hang out with everybody. I was just on, like I said, I was on with Vets Talking last night. It's a good
Yeah,
time.
sent an art the night before.
Senate Art, yeah, and that's all. You guys are almost monetized over there, so that's good.
Yeah, I think they just need the subs. They've
Yeah.
got the hours taken care of. They just need the subs.
Yeah, so you definitely want to check that out. KB's in the house. Hail, Culture and Brahma. Hail to you. Empress NM says, I doubt that recreational, well, yes, a little dabbling in the green salad helps much either, for sure. Yeah. Only the Vulture says culture is, oh, hey now. Anyway, I'm big in Japan. Thank you, Stitch. I am big in Japan. Yeah. A 6-pack of 12-ounce cans for of your average Coors Light. A few more if it was a good night. That's about it. I have to get slightly flush or it's not drinking. There you go.
Yeah. Slight
Yeah,
buzz.
no, indeed. Joseph, you are correct. With cancer, the green salad does help. I know that from family members. So indeed. All right, we're going to step into another thing, but first we have a commercial bit. I think you guys may have seen this commercial a few times, but as you can tell, I'm changing out the commercials. So hopefully we add one every single week. But let's do that. Let's get to the commercial break and round 2. Oh, by the way, Shank Crate, thank you for your support.
Neighbors bothering you with their loud music?
You know who else in there?
Your boss or coworker harassing you?
Lately.
Wait, what? Who said that?
Maybe you have a roommate who cries in their sleep. Bully Mays here with a solution that proves every problem has a mortality rate. Introducing Shank Crate, your all-in-one monthly subscription box that can take care of those in-your-face issues. Each box contains new and unique materials for you to build your very own custom shank.
Oh my gosh.
And for your protection, the contents of each box are totally secret until you receive it. And not only does it create solutions, it also serves as a creative outlet, like an adult form of Lego.
Oh, yeah. Right? That is a literal knife's edge.
Maybe you, like some of our other customers, have questions.
Can I bring it to school?
Who's ever heard of a pencil not being allowed at school?
Can you store it in a pocket?
Absolutely.
What if you don't, have any pockets?
Your discretion. Whether you're conscientious about the earth or just not opposed to being a good steward of the environment, each Shank Crate and its contents are made of 100% recycled materials to make sure we're environmentally friendly. And if you order now, we'll be extra sensitive to the environment and keep all the original fingerprints on the items for your convenience. All for the low cost of $19.99 a month. Call 626-831-9333 to get your Shank Crate today. If you call now and secure your monthly subscription for only $19.99, you'll get your very own alibi insurance for those slightly stickier situations. But wait again, there's even more. To be inclusive, culturally respectful, and as patriotic as possible, each monthly box is themed after a unique prison in the US of A. So call 626-831-9333 now to get your very own unique, patriotic, and environmentally friendly Shank Crate with your own personal alibi insurance.
All right, we are back. Thank you. Thanks for being here, everybody. It's a good night so far. We are cooking right through the show. Half hour in, and we are slamming it. Yeah, we've got Jill Biden getting a little flirty, a little long conversation with the man that's replacing her husband when they were checking out the reopening of Notre Dame. Apparently, this inspired Trump to launch a meme about a fragrance line. It was pretty funny. I wish I had that with me, or I used that particular image. I don't, but it is what it is. Let's get into this particular story and see what everybody thinks about it. Let's get to it now. Hey, look at that. We got we got this guy. It's
Hey, I'm
Brahma
back.
Bull. Yeah, yeah,
Guys,
and
find a girl who looks at you the way Jill Biden looks at Trump.
there you go. That's a great line. That's a great line. Look, the story. You've seen this, right, Brahma? You heard this one?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
covered it on the bullpen this morning a little bit.
Yeah, you got to get me on that show at some point.
Well,
know.
you said you were fixing your dad's computer today.
That's true. I did. Yeah. So, but no, let's get to this. I think it's interesting. I think it's funny, and I think you're well informed about it. So it'll be a good discussion. So, audience, without further ado, a flirty Trump. It was actually flirty Jill. Makes a very suggestive statement on intimate moment with Jill Biden. Womp womp womp. Of course, this is coming out of the Daily Mail, so take some of this with all of the grains of salt you can find on a beach. But anyway, Donald Trump has made suggestive statement about a viral intimate moment he shared with Jill during a trip to Notre Dame when they reopened it. Pictures of the soon-to-be president with the smiling first lady at the reopening of the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris sent social media users into a frenzy. Many claim that Jill looked incredibly animated during the cordial rendezvous as the partisan pair leaned into one another and made small talk in the city of love. Oh, yeah, indeed.
Are they really trying to ship them?
It looks like, yeah. So Trump's 78, his wife's smoking, so I don't know. But anyway.
Yeah, and as little Chad said earlier today, Jill's not the babysitter that she was way back when. She's a bit older too.
True story. But yeah, so when we look at this, they monopolized. He monopolized on the viral moments. I think he just took advantage of them, implying that Mrs. Biden is attracted to him, sharing a screenshot of the moment on Truth Social. He overlaid the photo, beaming Jill Biden with a caption: "A fragrance your enemies can't resist." He was plugging his brand "Fight, Fight, Fight" perfume, and here it is.
For both men and women.
Yeah.
The perfect gift for your leftist friend for Christmas.
Yeah. I thought that was fascinating.
Or your boss.
Yeah. I thought it was fascinating. Anyway, They sat there. They had quite a bit of conversation back and forth for quite some time. Jill and her daughter Ashley sat near Trump at the Saturday ceremony, and they just grinned and had a good chat. So, and there she is right there. That's Jill.
Yeah. And, you know what that look says? One of two things. I want you, or I voted for you.
Yeah, probably voted for him. But one commentator wrote that Jill looked way too happy to be speaking to the president-elect. So there's that. Nick Sorter, Jill definitely voted for President Trump.
Yep.
Ethan Ridge, they look like pals. Erica says, just look at the admiration for Trump in Jill Biden's eyes at the Notre Dame reopening in Paris. And Red Wave Press says, Jill hates Kamala. She and Joe could not be more happy that Trump won. A lot of these people have a reflection of red, but that are making these comments. But I don't know. I mean, it just seems like, if you can be an adult, you can be cordial, you can be shipped, I guess, nowadays. So there's that.
Well, I mean, it definitely throws off that whole thing of we call him the guy with the little mustache from Germany. Because that's not how you'd be treating him if you actually thought that. In reality, we all know that they've been pushing BS about him the whole time. Everybody in that room was thrilled about Trump being there.
Hey, Six is in the chat. Hey, Six. But yeah, it is. Look, you can't blame them for just being adults. I mean, everybody was shaking hands and smiling when they met up. Macron, they make reference to that, was a little bit friendly at the ceremony, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm honestly not terribly surprised about any of this.
Well, the thing that I'm disappointed in is the fact that they, as you said, can act like adults when they're all in a room together. but they will sit there and try to rile up the people that support them to not be adults with each other.
Yeah, it
They
is.
do the
It's
best they can to try to divide, and then they all get in a room together, and yeah, it's like no problem. It's just aggravating.
it is. It really is. Yeah, we got a lovely message from our good friend Southern Bell 777. Good to see you, dear. For 2 Culture Casino cash. The boss, you were a tall glass of Russian tea. Well, there you go. That's probably true. Let's see who else is out there. Rodimus Supreme is cooking through the show, making tomato soup and cheese sandwiches. Ooh, sounds good. That's perfect comfort
Cheese
food.
or grilled cheese?
Yeah, it's perfect comfort food. Let's see. Wasn't the official reopening today or is it Monday?
I'm not sure. I mean, it was sometime this weekend, I thought, so probably today.
Oh. Yeah.
They probably would have had, I mean, do they still actually do masses there or not?
I could not answer that question. You have to remember, they just opened it. It burned up. So I can't
I know,
even,
but it would
yeah.
make sense if they opened it on a Sunday and had the first official mass if they were still conducting masses there.
Yeah. Let's see. Now show the pictures of Trump leaning way over at Jill. I showed you all the pictures I had. So that was all of them. Yeah. I like I said, Tina Guzman says she voted for him. And Argentum is correct. She's also right. That's not a flirty smile. I agree. It really isn't. So yeah, there's all that. Let's see. I'm trying to scroll through all of this.
The comments about Macron's wife.
I wouldn't say anything about that. I wouldn't know.
I'm just reading the chat.
Yeah. The chat's on fire tonight. Ooh, a Mandwich sounds good. I remember those.
Donovan says it was still an active church before the fire. So, yeah,
Oh.
I imagine they probably would have had a mass today then.
Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me. Oh, they did hold. Thank you, Sean O'Neill. I appreciate that. They did hold mass today for the first time since opening. Amazing.
That'd
Truly
make a
amazing.
lot more sense than opening it on a Monday.
Yeah, very strange. I don't know. I just was thinking they would try to preserve its pristineness. That's not even a word. Man. Anyway, I'm here.
Well,
we are.
The point of a church is to have church.
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely. I mean, you should have church at church. I mean,
yes,
I would think.
Maybe it was a closed mass today and it's open to the public starting tomorrow or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. No, they had their first mass live on YouTube. Thank you, Frank. Yeah, a lot of people would have caught that. So, but no, I appreciate that. That's amazing. Especially after the fact that building just got its just went through a horrible situation.
Got a little bit burnt out.
Yeah, not great. Not great at all. But yeah, we've got we actually have a few more stories, but I think we're going to get through the show quickly tonight. This is going to make
You're going to get to bed on time.
People thrilled. Yeah, it's wild indeed.
See, I'm not the interrupter.
No,
everybody else is.
Yeah, that's true. Our good friend Matt G is in the house. We've got David Carrion, Pristinity. Okay, maybe that was it. Southern Bell.
Somebody asked me earlier what I was having tonight.
Oh, good question.
I will have some Eagle Rare.
Yeah, nice.
I found multiple bottles yesterday.
Very, very nice. Yeah, we got a super chat from Southern Bell once more. Thank you, Southern Bell. Truly appreciated. Saying CC and the boss go together like grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup. That's true.
It is one of my favorite easy meals.
Manwich,
especially in the winter.
A sandwich is a sandwich, but a manwich is a meal. And I used to enjoy both manwiches and sloppy joes. Grew up on them, to be fair. Remember the museum fire in Brazil, too. What a loss. I wish I went there when I was younger to visit that museum. Yeah, a lot of us do, I think. There's a lot of things we missed in our lives, but 'tis what it is. Loki's got Culture playing a game to review, so chances are he will be up late.
Oh yeah, what are you playing?
I'm good. I will not be playing any games tonight. Yeah, I'm way too old for that. Speaking of being too old for stuff, I'm not too old to say thank you to everybody that's here. And those of you who have sent super chats and gifted memberships and everything, thank you for that. Those of you on the green machine, it's great to see you. And for those of you on Twitter, please subscribe. Subscribe to me over there. That's great. Follow me over there. That's absolutely wonderful. I'm chasing down Valiant Renegade. Looking forward to not catching him, but at least be in hot pursuit so that he is monetized. And maybe one day I'll get monetized over there as well. All right. We've got 2 more stories we are going to get to. This could be the shortest stream ever by my, which is fine.
Me and you were such great conversationalists together, right?
Well, I don't think that's the problem. I think that it's just, it is what it is. But we do have a familiar commercial, another great sponsor we have to get to. And with that, here we actually go.
It's so sweet and creamy, it feels like a dairy dream come true. Hand-packed for your pleasure, it's Bull's Milk Ice Cream. Take a taste, it's so sweet and creamy, it feels like a dairy dream come true. Hand-packed for your pleasure, it's Bull's Milk Ice Cream. Bull's Milk Ice Cream, it's a dairy dream. Exploders in your mouth, it will make you shout. Bull's Milk Ice Cream, answering the question, do you spit or swallow?
All right. Woo-hoo! We're back. Yeah. Love it. Love it. Hello, everybody. Oh, man, I don't know what's going on with the chat. Didn't quite transfer over. Let's see if we can fix that real quick. Looks like I'm buffering a bit. Definitely buffering. Yay. Super fun. Anyway, I just want to say, hey, welcome back. We got something to talk about from Canada, a little more serious topic than we've covered this evening. They've been having some trouble up there. They
Oh no.
Wow, I have no idea what happened.
Now we've lost Culture, but Comix joined.
But we're
And hey,
now
there's
in
talks.
charge.
We are the captains now.
Yeah.
So I'm deleting all of his stuff now.
Sounds
I am
like a
not
good
on
idea.
my normal setup, so
Yes, we can tell from the mic sounds.
Yep.
it's a cheap headset.
It is not very sultry.
Yeah. It is what it is, right?
This is my actual voice. That's not very funny, Brahma.
Yeah, when he's not going through the soundboard, this is what he sounds like in real
Yeah, we went in real life. We know he basically has that kind of weird sounding voice like this.
All right. So Guy has this problem, and it's that his voice is always very high. So he always talks like this. So he goes to his doctor. And he says, "Doctor, my voice is always like this. I can't get girls. What do I do?" So his doctor does a full physical, runs everything up and down. They do full scans, MRIs, X-rays, all of it. And after 6 months going through everything, the doctor says, look, your penis is so big, it's stretching on your vocal cords and causing you to speak in the high register. So if we take off about half of your 2-foot penis, then your voice will go back to normal. And the guy goes, no, doc, no, I can't do that. Can't do that. No, I'm going to keep, it's fine. So about 3 months later, the guy's in the Florida Keys fishing. And a wave comes through, knocks him off the boat. So he's in the water, swimming around, just screaming. He goes, help, help, there's sharks in these waters. There you go.
I've heard that joke before. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can just picture Culture watching the stream right now, trying to get back in, going, no, stop, family friendly Sunday
show. Oh my God. Speaking of family friendly, have we talked about, was it hag smashing yet?
Hagmaxxing?
Hagmaxxing.
No. We were getting there.
Hagmaxxing.
Smashing, maxing, whatever. Same difference.
Yeah.
Is that like slump busting? So in baseball, I was played baseball for a long time and had season tickets to AA, all that stuff and everything. Had a great time. But they have this thing called slump busting, and it's when you're in a slump as a hitter. You go out and find the ugliest, fattest chick you can, you bang her, and that's supposed to help with the slump.
Break you
so
out of
that's
the
what the
slump.
whole slump buster thing. Family friendly slump busters. So there's
Probably the same thing they
You
tell
date
golfers
them.
to do with the yips.
Yeah, you date them and then don't call them back. That's it. You don't do any of that other stuff I talked about previously.
Date them.
Is this a bot?
No,
Okay.
because Deeple's doing it also. They're just
Yep.
having fun
There's
over on
people.
Rumble.
Okay, they're having fun.
Yep.
Hope
Yeah.
you more better.
They're just using some gifs and meme stuff,
Nice.
Indeed.
because the stream's on fire.
They're not
Okay,
wrong.
so I've got to look at John's chat before Culture comes back.
If he comes back, that's a big ask at this
It was
point.
the member chat.
John Corman. Or is that, actually, I've got the wrong glasses on. Is that Jesus de Valida? No, it's
Close.
John Corman. All right. Celebrate 7 months as membership. Why are butt pimples so annoying?
Because you sit on them?
Yeah. Because one of the things you always engage in what you're doing and everything is your butt. Driving,
Gauge your core.
lying, sitting. Yeah, you want to engage your core. But
I don't know what the rest of the topics were except for
you should
Hagmaxxing.
probably wash your butt
Yeah.
more often. I'm just saying.
You definitely should wash your butt every time you shower.
100%. Yeah.
hmm
Agreed.
And you should shower daily.
Yes.
But you don't necessarily have to use soap daily when you shower.
You know, I'm going to check and see if there's been like a nuclear event near.
It's hard to tell these days, isn't it?
Yeah, wherever
It is a
culture
possibility.
lives. Let's see.
Did something
That is
bad
very
happen?
true. Because in some places, if you have pimples there, that's the indication of something permanent that never goes away.
John, I too have a bidet. We have
Change
two
your
of them
underwear.
at the house. We didn't freak out over toilet paper back in the day.
Yeah, but you
Calling
still have to
back
dry
in the
your
day
ass.
4 years ago. Yes, but you only need like 2 or 3 squares of toilet paper with a bidet.
Yeah. fair
Plus,
enough.
mine has a heated dryer.
Oh, that's even better.
Heated seat, heated water, heated dryer.
Yeah. That's the way to go, man.
Although sometimes
You
it's kind of
truly
like
are
when you have
pampered
the hair dryer going, and
Mhm.
you blow it in the same place too long, and it starts to really feel like it's burning. Sometimes that heated dryer feels like that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hey, Culture's
So,
back,
let's see. I'm
and
scrolling
Culture's
past all
pulling
this
up
stuff.
an article.
Looks like he's slightly
Do we
buffering.
want to talk about the defund the police activist who got her house robbed and blamed the police?
Oh yeah, that would be absolutely
Oh, God,
hilarious because
that's
They
just
took
hilarious.
everything, and the police did nothing.
gee,
That's what you wanted.
that's what you wanted, right? Just
Mhm.
That was the
Um,
ask.
play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Mhm.
It's like that one councilwoman in Minnesota, Minneapolis, that basically was also a big proponent of defund the police, and she got assaulted.
Yeah, that's going to happen. But what also is going to happen was the thing I was mentioning before I suddenly was gone, and so was all the internet. Yeah, this is a weird moment. Did you guys start to talk about this at all, or no?
No, because we didn't know what article you
Yeah,
were
we're
trying
We
to get
talked
to
about
next.
John Corwin's pimple on his butt.
Oh, well, yeah, I see
told a
that.
joke about large male members.
Oh, fair
And,
enough.
What else did we talk about?
I don't know, but we should talk about this. Canada's banned more types of firearms and proposes donating those guns to a foreign war.
You've got to be kidding me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Send them over to the freedom fighters over there because they're protecting their borders and their land. We don't need them over here because we don't want you to be able to protect yourself from anything on your land.
Yeah.
Blame
So
Canada.
they're outlawing another, and this is crazy. I don't know how they can just do this like this, but hey, what do I know? 324 firearm varieties, guns the public safety ministers say belong on the battlefield, not in the hands of hunters or sport shooters.
It brings the total to what, 2,000 different models of guns?
I'm surprised it's not all of them.
Yeah, this is not a good look.
No, never is.
And we already know why this is happening because their government's falling apart right now.
Yeah, disarming your citizens is never looks good.
Quebec
and Trudeau is polling very low right now.
Yeah, and Quebecers are wanting to leave now. They're like, you know what? You haven't done anything for us. You ignore us. We're the people that make the stuff you need, and you're ignoring our needs. So we're gonna maybe leave. Possibly.
Are they Quebec-Stani nationalists?
Well, we'll have to see. But anyway, the move follows a 2020 ban on 1,500 makes and models, so it's almost 2,000.
Yeah, so I was right. It's right around 2,000 total that are banned now.
Yeah, so they're basically LeBlanc said this means that firearms can no longer be used.
Shocked, I am not.
In a country that is widely wildlife outdoorsy type stuff outside of the major cities, where you might actually need a gun to get rid of the wildlife chasing you or to feed yourself.
Well, I mean, did you guys see that? It was a viral clip a couple of years ago. I think it was of a woman. I don't know if she was boar hunting, but it had. I want to say this took place in like Italy or something like that, and she ended up. I think they have like a round capacity of like 5, right? And she ended up shooting 5 times, missing, or maybe she did hit it, but it didn't kill it, and got to the point where she basically had to use the butt of the gun to like hit the boar to get it away from her.
Boars are no joke.
Yeah, they are not. It was bad. I mean, it was pretty bad. I don't know if she survived or not. I imagine she probably did, or how badly injured she was. But yeah, it just goes to show you having a arbitrary magazine size is retarded. Because if you're in a situation where you need to have more rounds and you don't have them because you're in a stressful situation and you're not exactly shooting straight, it could potentially be lethal for you, not the animal trying to kill you.
Correct.
Yeah, well, the guy that's likely going to replace Trudeau, Pierre Poilievre, called the announcement that was made a stunt by the prime minister, and basically saying that the government that attacks licensed and law-abiding hunters and sport shooters. I agree with him.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only people you're punishing is people who actually abide by the law.
Yeah,
it's the same argument we make here.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute. So you only want to have criminals have guns? It seems like not a great plan.
Yeah, never is. Culture never is a good plan.
Yeah, it bothers me. But what doesn't,
should, as a free-loving American, it should bother you.
Yeah, it does. What I do appreciate is everybody out there in the chat, despite my little hiccup. I appreciate all of you. We got a lovely super chat while I was absent or after I re-arrived. Is that a way to say things? Re-arrived from Deeple, the beautiful Deeple, for $1 says now for the R rating section of the show. They missed it. They missed their chance.
We were trying to keep it PG-13 for you.
Yeah, and I
Barely.
don't. It wasn't actually EV Mux. It was my internet hiccuping.
That's
So
what
I'm-
it looked like.
Yeah, I'm reaching out to my provider tomorrow because they fiddled with it and now it's all screwed up. So
And
Southern Bell.
that was $1 on the Green Machine side, not
Yep,
the Super Chat side.
Well, that's true. Green Machine, thank you. Southern Bell sends a $2 super chat saying, "True, Tox watches Dr. Pimple Popper for a reason."
Yeah, my wife does.
Yeah. That's a very weird thing.
No.
It really is.
But I guess John Coman, who I cannot find that, says, "Why are butt pimples so annoying?" I don't know.
We talked about that while you were out.
I bet you did. Yeah. Very strange.
Then we
All right.
talked about
And then we talked
bidets.
about bidets.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Rama has a bidet that's heated.
Oh, that's nice.
Mhm.
Penny says that Church Under a Rock just ended, so hopefully we got some floral folks over here as well. Yeah, we
Hold
got
on a second. Is the church under the rock people flat earthers?
no.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, Caveat Ty sends a buck to say Trudeau wants Canada weak so America can take it over. He did meet with Trump. Coincidence? I don't think that's why. But
We don't need to make it a state, though,
oh,
because then that would upset the balance in the Senate. So what we need to do is make them a territory
Make them a territory.
and
Yep.
tax them to death.
they already taxed themselves to death. That's the problem.
Yeah, but
is
all
this
that money
carbon
will come
tax.
here. So it'll come here. It'll go through the Rhino and
Wait.
Democrats' pockets.
I
and
didn't-
then go to Ukraine.
I didn't read the whole super chat.
Huh?
Oh, from Deeple. Sorry, I apologize, Deeple. You are correct. I got interrupted by my brain. So yeah, time to get all your swear words out before CC comes back. Happy Spider-Man Sunday talks. Hail the panel. Hail chat. Above all, the ever glorious EV Mux. That's true.
I'm pretty sure
So-
EV Mux was only one issue tonight, and it was with a specific person,
Yeah,
No,
which is
that's
weird.
specific.
not anything else.
Yeah, I may have to do a re-invite, remove and re-invite on that, but that's
I've done all that. I did all that. It didn't work.
and
We'll
I have
figure it
no
out.
answer. All right, well, let's keep
The
Go
whole
ahead.
Spider-Man Sunday stuff, though, that's pretty disgusting. They had me as a Hulk-like character in a bride's dress getting married to Spider-Man. That's just too far.
Did
That's too funny.
Is
What are you
it?
talking about?
Did you actually see Comics? You got a preview of today's additional commercial, didn't you?
I did. That
Yeah.
was pretty funny.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh my God, you're doing your own commercials?
The
Wow.
cat one?
I sent it to you too, Tonks. You saw it.
Yeah, I know.
Well, what
I'm
did you
just
think?
shocked.
Oh, okay. Thanks. You and I used to do them together.
Shock in a good way.
Oh yeah. I need Mrs. Flu and Culture to and
I need to finish. Yes, I do need to
finish those
finish.
so I can do the Sherry commercial.
And I want to get that done because I like
I had
Cherry a lot.
one of my PCs. I've never seen this before. It won't install Windows, so it's downloading it and doing updates, and then it just dies and blue screens.
That's weird.
And I've formatted all the drives, checked them all. There's nothing wrong with the drives. And I've done deep diagnostics on the motherboard. There's nothing wrong with the motherboard. So I've ordered a motherboard from an entirely different company, and I'll try that. But that's really slowed me down from doing anything.
Yeah,
The,
well,
on the
Interesting.
stuff. So
Man,
No
that's rough,
worries.
man.
that and falling today. If I was
Yeah,
doing
it's no joke
drywall
when
and
old
stuff.
people fall.
Yeah, I know. I felt old. I really did. So I was doing the drywall sanding and all that stuff, and I had the drop cloths taped up and all that stuff, so you can't get it, because that drywall dust will get all over everything.
Oh yeah, it certainly does.
Yeah, I stepped on that, and down I went, elbow in my hip. So
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah,
Tom
I
is
hit-
saying it could be a memory problem, Tox.
yeah,
Not the
that's
motherboard
actually
problem.
yeah, that's actually true. It could be memory. Why it's dumping.
yeah, I'll have to change out the memory.
Yeah,
I do have it's a G Skill, the Ripjaw stuff.
yeah,
so,
yeah. The good. Yeah, those are
Oh
usually
yeah,
really good.
that's good stuff. Yeah.
So, but
Yep.
it's too 16 gig modules.
Mark suggests maybe the BIOS. That's a possibility as
Could
well.
be.
Yeah.
I'll flash it, see what it does.
All right. So, yeah, well, I'm just glad everybody made it. And I'm just glad my internet came back because this would have been a really weird show without me.
Well,
Anyway.
at least you had somebody
doing
who was able to put us on the screen and
Yeah.
replace you.
I appreciate that. Tox is a great producer. But right now, I think we need to move along. We've got one more subject I want to get into. It's going to take a couple minutes. So let's jump into commercial. What do you say, Tox? Let's do the Sherry's commercial.
I have the Sherry's one. Okay.
Yeah.
Which one's that?
You're on
There
it.
it is.
Are you tired of the same old buffet food at Wang's? Have you had enough dong to last you a lifetime? Well, take just a few more steps past those single-minded restaurants and dive into Sherry's Slam and Clam. Sherry's Slam and Clam Shellfish Bar is truly all you can eat, unlike the 2 shrimp limit that stingy bastard Wang has. In a hurry, let Sherry stuff your box. To go! Be shellfish and take all you want from Sherry's Slam and Clam. Located next to the 3rd Street Bolorama, Sherry's is open 6 days a week. If you are looking to slam clam, get to Sherry's today.
Yeah, that was strange, but stuff happens and it's okay. We got a really interesting subject here. This new term. It's very strange. It's obviously internet culture, meme, whatever you want to call it. In fact, we're going to go to know your memes first to have a conversation about it. But it's something that a lot of people have covered, including Shoe on Head, and I thought it kind of reappeared in my feed for some reason. So there's this term called Hagmaxxing, and it means that older ladies, usually mid to late 30s, start to, target younger men, 20, 25, somewhere in there, because they're obviously uncomplicated. They kind of need a sponsor. I don't know, maybe. And yeah, the upside for the younger guy obviously is, somebody that can help take care of them and just while they're going to school or whatever. And oftentimes these turn into legitimate relationships, and I think that's kind of key. Um, and so I really want to talk about that. I thought it'd be a fun topic for the panel. Let's bring them all in here and see if we can have that discussion. So. Fellas, thanks for popping in here. You ever seen this term before? Is that something new to you?
Smash hag. Yeah, actually, I learned about this from Brandon Morris. He talked about it.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Right when it started really hitting the lexicon, Brandon did a whole stream on it.
Yeah. Oh, really? All right. Well, apparently, this is a big deal. I've got a couple articles on it. We're going to plow through real quickly. But this is actually really happening. So this is from Know Your Meme. You can go find this yourself. The term is Hagmaxxing. It's a 4chan slang term. I think it's a little bit too on the nose and maybe a little mean.
I think it's funny.
But there was a viral fake article, and then it became a real thing, which is weird. So they go into all this stuff. That's an interesting thing there. But this is actually the thing you probably have seen right here. Meet the Hagmaxxers, Gen Z's new social trend. I
still don't see what the difference is between this and cougar hunting.
It's basically been rebranded. It's exactly the same thing.
Did we lose culture again?
Probably.
Yep.
We did.
And the article.
Yep.
I mean,
hold on.
yeah, I don't see why it's Gen Z, just discovered this. I mean, it literally was called cougar hunting when we were younger.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I think it's kind of funny that it got rebranded with a much more spicier name.
Right.
Though I think hag smashing sounds better though, rather than maxing. But yeah. I saw the Shoe on Head video that Brandon played, and yeah, this whole thing is kind of funny. And I know I'm not gonna say it's a trope, right? Because typically it's older men and a younger woman, whereas you have
the
the
sugar
opposite.
daddy situation.
Yeah, the sugar daddy situation. Well, I mean, not just that, but it's just if you look at the whole societal thing with men and women, younger
Sugar
women
daddy,
have.
trophy wife, all
Well,
of those
yeah.
different situations. Yeah.
Well, I mean, typically men have to go and make something of themselves, right? Because they have low social value when they're younger, where younger women have high social value, and as they age, they lose that
flips.
social value. Yeah, it flips. Yeah, exactly.
The wall, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, as men get older and get more established, they get a job, they go out and get a career, and then they can go and establish themselves and get a family. And that's the reason why you typically in the past you've had an older man and a younger woman, typically anywhere between like a 5 to 10 to 15-year age difference, where this you're seeing it flipped. And a lot of it is because of the cultural issues that we're seeing with Gen Z men and women, where Gen Z men are not woke libtards, where a lot of the Gen Z women are, and therefore they have problems relating to the women their age, and that's the reason why they go and pursue older.
Go find a millennial.
Yeah, go find a millennial woman, because at that point, I mean, they're establishing their career, they're kind of lonely and whatnot. So,
and the millennials either have grown up children or never chose to have children.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, to me this was a fascinating subject, and I did
very, very fascinating.
I did watch the full thing. Now everybody says this started out as a meme, but this is actually being done. So did it start as a meme and then started to be done?
I think the name Hagmaxxing probably started as a meme, and then it just developed into that's what we're calling it.
That's weird.
And I don't know how you start sleeping with older women as a meme. So I think they're literally just talking about the term. But like we were saying while you were gone, we just called it cougar hunting.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah, and then of course this tweet comes out by this person, Bryn, saying whatever she said here. It's very strange, but so the term gained traction online, and sometime in late 2024, a screenshot of what looked like it showed up, which we just talked about. But I have another article that I kind of want to drop here because this seems to be a real thing, and
that's because it is a real thing.
Yeah, it's like is my in my Hagmax era. Okay, a new term just dropped to describe age gap relationships. The internet is divided, I'm sure, 37 and 20. So, the Gen X vocabulary is rich, expanding, ever expanding tapestry, benefiting from the darn Canterbury Tales. From mid to cringe to riz to sus, the generation has created a cottage industry out of inventing new bite-sized words to enrich our day-to-day communications. However, once in a while, they'll throw a curveball, innovating a term so atypical that of their prior work that society doesn't understand it at first. This is it. It's the word Hagmaxer.
I find it so hilarious how they try to say that Gen Z just invents all these words. It's like, there's a few that, like Riz, they may have actually just decided to cut out half the letters in a word. But most of the terms that they think they invented are terms that were used decades and decades ago.
Well, it's like
that have
cooked.
either come back around or they just rediscovered from just the most recent generations.
Right.
But Gen Z's got to discover everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, cooked is a term that got popular again. I remember that. I mean, it wasn't like widely used, but typically cooked means you're done. Back in the
toasted.
day.
Yeah.
Toast,
I mean, it was the same thing. They just changed the word.
If the Valley Girl craze comes back, can we protest that?
What's that?
If the Valley Girl craze comes back, can we just protest that?
They kind of already have with the whole bimbo movement.
That's true.
Bimbo movement.
Well, this article sounds like a plot to a Deuce Bigelow movie.
Yeah, it really does. But it's legitimately.
And I hate that they call these things eras too. Like, I mean, the whole thing about the eras. So it's like, okay, so now they're giving women a reason to have their hoe phase, then take off a few years and then have their hoe phase again as a hag. Is that where we're going?
I don't know, but a lot of dudes are rolling in on this. I mean, and again, this is still from this year. This is May 21. I'm in my Hagmaxer era. This guy rolled out with just learned today. I'm a Hagmaxer. Secure that green by any means. This is really weird. And this person comes back with and look, I can understand this perspective from Rickon. Hagmaxer, you're inelegant, you lack charm and poise. Let a real MILF hunter do the work. Oh boy.
Yeah, that was half of the movie American Pie.
It really
Oh, yeah.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
And then WTF is a Hagmaxer. This is literally just cougar hunting. There's no need to make stupid new words for every situation. Jen.
Yeah, this person sounds old like us.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Back in my day, it was called cougar hunting.
Well, and then of
So,
course you
do you
get the
tell a cougar to get off your lawn, or is you trying to get on hers?
wow.
Most of them don't have lawns anymore.
Oh, that's true. They've waxed that off.
Yeah, that was 70s where they had lawns.
Mhm.
Yeah, and again, I mean,
Some
there's
had jungles.
there's people that have obvious smart takes on this. Like it's kind of a weird, dehumanizing way of viewing women. I think, yeah, I mean, it's just we say ridiculous stuff about each other all the time. Zoomers just discovered what MILFs are and created an entirely different name for it. Laughing
Yeah.
my ass off. Yeah, and that's kind of what it is. But I just thought it was fascinating that this is yet another thing that's emerged in our culture that I'm like, where did this come from and why? How did this enter the chat? So,
Well, I mean, that was one of the things that we are talking about while you disappeared.
Yeah.
When it came down to the whole issue with Gen Z men not being happy with Gen Z women because of the political differences. You know, they're on the more woke side. The fact that, you know, there's the male loneliness epidemic that's going on. And so rather than going and pursuing women their own age, they're pursuing older women because old hens would rather put out than be put out to pasture.
oh
Well,
wow,
and
that's rough.
old hens on the other side of it have said in most of these studies that they prefer somebody who doesn't have a ton of experience so that they can give their
Mold them.
experience to them and mold
Yeah.
them to do what they like.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
most of
and-
the guys are probably perfectly fine with that.
Then they become teachers.
Yeah. Wow. There you go. Speaking of teaching, Eric K says for 5 CultureCasino cash, my cousin Angelo used to do this. One older pretty lady bought him clothes, a Rolex, and even a top of the line Lexus LS. It's not new at all. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
John
sugar
Coleman.
mama.
There you go. Yeah, John Coleman comes out with 5 CultureCasino cash saying same happens on Grindr. All of a sudden the twinks want me. I'm 33. Yeah, it's a very strange thing. I guess across the board, whether
Yep.
gay, straight, whatnot. Sassy Southern Belle for 2 CultureCasino cash over on the Green Machine says, I thought being a cougar was a way to stay young. Well, I would imagine so.
And to keep the cobwebs out of the rafters.
Oh,
Yep.
easy now.
I've never
Mhm.
been one.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. But what I do know is that, yeah, this is going to be an abbreviated show, everybody. We believe it or not, went through our subject matter rather quickly this evening. Mostly my fault because, I couldn't get the panel here. And mostly my fault because I really only had 5 articles, and the other one I'm electing not to do.
Really? Why is
Yeah.
that?
I want to leave on a high note. That one would be a sad moment in time. I don't want to do that. I'll
Okay.
give you. You want a preview of it? It was
Sure.
it was a janitor at an elementary school who was accused of and wrongfully jailed, by the way, because a mentally ill woman, lied and said that he was doing bad things to the people on the playground.
Ugh. Yeah, go figure.
And he didn't.
Yeah.
He spent 5 years in jail for that.
Yeah,
And-
well, but culture. I thought women only lie about their age and their weight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that one, I felt like Hagmaxxing was the way to go out on this one.
that's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I'm finding all these goofy stories like every week, and I'm like, okay, I gotta cover that. I gotta cover that. But actually,
Lisa,
I just
old woman dating habits is a high note.
Yeah, Lisa, I guess maybe
Well, they're
not.
not necessarily old.
Yeah.
I mean, 30 is not old. I mean, that's
No, absolutely not. But
Well,
a
it is when
30-year-old
you were
wanting to
20 or 18.
Yeah.
18
You
to
felt like 30
22.
was ancient.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
and
oh, go ahead.
people are maturing later.
Yeah.
So 18 is 26 is the new 18.
Mm.
Really, when
Yeah.
it comes to
Yeah.
that stuff.
I mean,
So,
Mentally
you're not
maturing
wrong.
later.
It makes sense why we have so many adult children right now. So.
They're mentally
Yeah.
maturing later, but Gen Z, if you've looked at them, there's an epidemic of them all looking way
Older.
too old for their age.
right.
And I believe that
definitely-
it could be a lot of that is the pressure from social media and various other things that are going on in our culture. Yeah, it's
Stress from something about 4 years ago.
yeah, there's that too.
There's
Yeah.
other stuff.
And it could be the stuff that's in the food and drink.
Yeah, well, RFK wants to fix that. Speaking of fixing thing, Ayav Nodik for 5 Culture Casino Cash says R.I.P. Lenin, 1980. Culture, he is you, are me.
And you
And
are me,
we-
and
and we are
all
we together.
All I have to say is fuck
See
that
how they
commie.
run like pigs from a gun. See how they fly. I'm crying.
crying. Yeah.
Yellow
Yeah.
matted custard is dripping from a dead dog's eye.
Wow.
What?
And I didn't know that old communist bastard could sing.
Yeah, he can.
Right.
Yeah.
Who,
Well,
Brahma?
Yeah, and
No,
I can't
Lenin.
he's not a communist. Yeah.
He
Sure he
starved
was.
like 20, 30 million
Yeah,
Russians.
exactly.
Both famous Lenins were communists. Imagine.
Okay,
Both
and
of
this
them
is
slept with Asians.
I feel like we talked about this subject a few weeks ago, but Argentum's saying something that's true because we're seeing this a lot, and it's kind of scary. Argentum's 34. I frequently meet Gen Zers who look older than me. That's a new
That's
thing.
crazy.
Yeah, it's happening
Yeah,
a lot.
Okay.
Have you seen that guy he did like a TikTok thing or a reel, and he was like, so I met LeBron James yesterday and I got his autograph on something, and he said, you must be a really cool dad to be doing this for your kid. And the guy was like, I'm 17 years old. And LeBron thought I was his age.
Holy shit.
And he does look like he's 40.
Wow. Dude,
So,
is there
okay.
like a picture?
This was something that went around on
Yeah,
Twitter
I could
probably 3 or 4 months ago.
JFK
okay.
is
Gotcha.
also going to be looking into something.
RFK.
RFK?
RFK.
He's like JFK.
JFK is not going to be looking at anything. But RFK is going to be looking into something that is
Oh shoot!
increased over time for children. The frequency and the number of these things.
The 72.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it was 5 in 68 in that area when I was born. It's now 72.
And a lot of them at the exact same time.
Yeah. You don't know interactions and mixing and things from that. So we'll see.
That was as careful as we can be, Culture.
No, I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Mm.
Lisa drops a tenner in Culture Casino Cash, saying, "Been a while. How's that hairbrush? Is your beard longer than your weird?
Yeah, by
Never
about
thought I'd
4 or
have to
5
type
inches.
about hair. Yeah, that's not true. But look, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate the $10. I appreciate you being here. I've been missing you. It's nice to see you here again. And yeah. Oh, one last thing. You know what? John brought this in. This is a piece of news that definitely isn't a high note, but it's one that we probably should talk about since it just happened. And now there's words about blackmail and other issues here. I don't know if any of you guys saw this. The title of this article is iffy, but I'm going to bring it in. We won't do a bid on it, but we'll because it would be a bad taste. Anyway.
Oh yeah, I haven't gotten to read into this yet, but I've heard that it's pretty bad.
Yeah, this is what this falls in those lines of no bueno. So apparently Sean Carter, also known as Jay-Z, is accused of doing bad things with a 13-year-old in 2000, an incident along with the Diddler boy.
Sean Diddler Combs.
Yeah, this is all kinds of bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't
Now,
Jay-Z with
Wouldn't-
Beyonce?
yes.
Yes, and wouldn't a certain Bieber have been about that age at that time, or not?
Yeah, I don't really. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
that's
Yeah.
one terrible image at a time. So anyway, a woman who alleges she was treated very badly by the diddler has amended her lawsuit to include Jay-Z.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not shocking.
That's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
I mean, it's shocking, but it's not shocking.
yeah. He's
Well,
the-
What
I
we've
mean,
heard about these people.
The funny thing about it, so Jay-Z is with Beyonce, right? And
Yep.
both of them were involved with Diddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Birds of a feather, I suppose.
no bueno. But yeah, so he's the first celebrity though to roll into this particular field. There have been speculations about people.
Well,
But,
besides Diddy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and in a statement addressed to CNN, Carter called the allegations so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one.
Jeez.
Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? This is what he wrote himself. Jay-Z said himself. This is his statement to CNN.
Well,
Wow.
what is the statute of limitations?
I can't.
Or
I
is
have
there
no.
one?
I don't know.
Because that's 24 years ago.
Mhm.
That's probably why it's civil.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the woman who was identified as Jane Doe, which they're all going to be, was 13 years old at the time.
Oh, so it
and
was a
and it was
woman
a yeah,
or a
and it
girl.
was and it was a couple of people, Combs and Carter, that lie accused. It was a party following. Oh my goodness, the Video Music Awards in 2000. She alleges that she began to feel woozy after consuming a drink and wandered into a nearby bedroom.
Was it the Cosby Awards?
I don't know.
Probably. That's what it seems like.
In the original suit, Carter was identified as Celebrity A.
That's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. It just, if you're got kids in entertainment, be a parent and keep an eye on them because you don't know when this crazy crap's going to happen. Go watch them like a hawk. Keep your head on a swivel.
Hollywood is not a place for children.
No, it
Neither is the
No.
music industry.
No. On that note, that was not an uplifting moment, but it's something we had to cover, and there's that. So, gentlemen, let's see if we can round out the evening with a little bit of a salute to all these lovely people. Let's say, Brahma, what you got going on? I would love to hear. I know the audience would as well. Before we drop the outro, get your
Yeah.
AOAOs ready.
We had our bullpen show this morning, and we'll have Culture on there soon. Comics has been on there. We have a good time talking politics over there. And then we've got Comics streams coming up. No Christian panel this Wednesday. Friday night, I'm on Ascendant Art. Go give them a sub. And Saturday night, we do Bourbon and Boarding on my channel, and that 70s rock fan. And Culture's offline.
Yeah, we lost Culture again.
Comics, what do you got coming up?
Let's see. Like in my personal life, or no?
Are you getting that?
Whatever you want to discuss. We've got a
aren't you
little
getting
time.
2020 San Francisco's magazine's 2024 Gay Man of the Year award.
What I mean, are they giving that to you, Tox? Yeah, that.
No,
last year.
you, Ian
I thought
K.
it was the one that you applied for, Comics.
We're gonna watch some kind of movie Tuesday.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna watch Die Hard.
Die Hard,
Tuesday.
it's a Christmas movie.
The only reason why I got submitted for that award is because of Toxic Man Flu for some reason.
You were in
Makes
that
sense.
movie about gladiators.
Oh,
Hmm?
okay.
Mhm.
If you
Oh,
say
maybe
so.
it was Roland.
Yeah. I don't know. Either which way. But yeah, you can follow me on the X, Twitter, whatever the hell you want to call it, at Comix Division. And of course, you can find me on YouTube as well at Comix Division. We stream every Monday and Thursday on my channel, and F&T on Friday, and Saturday do Geeks and Gamers Tabletop. And as soon as we're done with the stream, I'm going to continue working on my map for my tabletop RPG game. So that's it. That's what I got going on. How about you, Toxic Man Flu? How's the weather?
It actually was beautiful. It's supposed to snow next week. It was like in the 20s, but the last 2 days, the weekend, it was in the 40s and 50s. Got up to 51 today. So we got a lot of stuff done. Mrs. Flu's been painting, getting some stuff happening. We went to the Restore. Habitat for Humanity has I used to volunteer for them, so they have a store of things that they haven't used, and stuff they've ripped out of homes that's still in good shape. And we actually found some chairs that match our dining room chairs, so we were able to add those for $15 each. It was nice.
Nice.
So, yeah. I did fall, and I am ancient, so didn't break any bones. But
that's good.
Yeah. It's always, when the decrepit fall, it's always scary. So
yeah.
Right there. But Cultures
You have your
does all
life
kinds
alert
of shows.
necklace with you?
Yeah. I landed on my ass, so I'm good. But
Okay.
as you both know, I have no ass, so I look like a frog standing up. But Culture's got his show in the morning, his 6-minute daily. Then he does some other stuff and does some other things. And then he does some videos. That come
More
out,
and
so
more.
you should
Culture Casino
watch
in the
Culture.
morning.
Yep. Yeah. Did we get everybody's outros?
Yep.
All right. Well, everybody, warm up your AOs, and I think it's time to go. Thank you, each and every one of you. I hope you have an incredible day, and we look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Or I guess it's incredible night.
Yeah.
I'm
Night,
used
everybody.
to saying day. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Oh, am I pressing something?
Yeah, do it.
I have no idea.
I'm
Or
just
Mike's are
along for the
still on.
ride.
Hey,
Yeah.
you're actually on screen
Sometimes I get
too.
so mad, there's no control
I know,
on me.
yeah.
My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you. Choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.
Yes, I'll make a face for
Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face to make you go take it back.
Thanks, everybody. Have an incredible night. We'll see you.
Bye.
Later.